Hello everyone! Today I will show you how to make neat and simple cake decor with the help of cream cheese flowers. Let's get started. The first step is always the crumb coat. By crumb coating the cake, we give it the right shape and lock in all the crumbs so that they don't end up in the final coat. Then cool the cake for the crumb coat to set, and cover the cake with the finishing layer of frosting. Today we will cover our cake with white butter-based cream cheese, and we'll use the so-called crown, which is the excess frosting on top, as one of the accents in our decor. I'm sure you're familiar with the process of frosting a cake, but you can always refresh it in your memory by watching a video about it on our channel. While the final coat is setting, let's prepare colored cream for our flowers. We will need 2 shades of purple. The first is a more delicate pastel shade, the second is a brighter lilac shade. There are 2 ways to make them. You can first create the brighter shade and then add white cream to it for the lighter one, or you can start with the lighter shade and gradually add color to make the brighter shade. We will go with option number 2. Color a bit of frosting with purple water-soluble food color to create a delicate pastel shade. Now that our first shade is ready, separate half of it and add more of the same purple food color for a brighter lilac shade in a separate container. Now we're ready to start decorating. In addition to delicate flowers, this decor includes a bright accent of gold. So take some edible gold and dilute it with grain alcohol or varnish. The consistency of the gold used for coloring should be quite thick, not very liquidy. You will also need 2 brushes. One should be pointy and soft, the other flat with thicker bristles. Cool the cake well before decorating. You can even put it in the freezer for 5 to 10 minutes. Dip the pointy brush in gold and carefully paint the rim of the so-called crown. Try to go only over the very edge, creating a thin line. If you feel that the brush is starting to pick up the frosting, put the cake in the freezer to set some more. The next step is my favorite part of such decor. Before you proceed, take necessary measures to shield the surrounding work area from splashes, or instead you can enclose the cake by placing the turntable in a large box. Take the flat brush and imagine that you're an expressionist artist. Create golden splashes with sweeping movements. During this fascinating process, the most important thing is to stop yourself in time. Try applying the splashes at different angles to diversify the pattern. You can also sprinkle the gold on by flicking the brush. Now it's time to tame our expressive outburst to create the delicate and refined flower decor. We will need piping bags and 2 tips. For the roses, we will need a closed star tip. This is what it looks like. For the leaves, you will need a special tip called a rose leaf. If you don't have such a tip, just cut off the tip of the piping bag to make the letter V. The difference in the result is hardly noticeable. Insert the tip into the piping bag, cut off the tip of the bag, fill it with frosting, and begin to pipe small swirls. If this is your first time holding a piping bag, first try piping some flowers onto another surface, and then move on to the cake. Bring the tip up close to the cake, and with steady pressure on the bag, pipe a small swirl. Start in the center and make a small circular movement. Use your other hand to help hold the bag for more convenience. Space the roses randomly and evenly over the entire surface of the cake. You can also group them in 2 or 3 to form a bouquet. We have one last touch left, and by now you're probably wondering whether we forgot about the leaves. I assure you we haven't. After all, our task is not only to teach you how to make a flawless and beautiful cake, but also how to reasonably use the products we have to avoid unnecessary expenditures. Take the frosting left over from the flowers and mix it in one bowl with water-soluble green apple food color. This will give you just the right shade of deep green for the leaves. Just like with the roses, first try to pipe the leaves on another surface. Shortly press down, then pull the bag aside without much effort. Remember that the leaves should point in different directions, just like on a real bouquet. Sugar pearls colored with edible gold will finalize our decor. Use pearls of different sizes and handle them with tweezers. By the way, if you somehow damage the coat of frosting during the decoration process, here's a life hack. Just put a pearl there and it will all look as originally intended. Now let's see what this cake has inside. This delicious flavor is called chocolate mango passion fruit. This is the most popular flavor among our customers, and it's our #1 bestseller. It's moist chocolate sponge cake with light and fluffy mango mousse, accompanied by a sour note of passion fruit. We would love to see you on our baking course, where we share what we learned in our 10 years of experience. How to bake delicious cakes quickly and efficiently with no waste of time or effort, and how to make money doing it. So give it a try, experiment, create, and you will definitely succeed. Till next time, bye-bye.